Okay, so
Good morning, friends. Hello. How is everybody today? Yeah, none of that. Look at I watch every day to see what's going to happen, and the answer is half of it's going to miss the cup. Um, Speaking of the cup, I think. Let me check. But I think if we're doing a live Final Fantasy podcast, uh, it will be in 3 weeks. No, in 2 weeks. Because we're doing episode 4 today. It'll be 2 weeks. So we got 2 weeks to fill up this bar if you want that live Final Fantasy VI podcast. Otherwise, Josh and I will just talk to each other. And then we'll release it as a podcast. Yes, so we are back with. I think this is probably the last Final Fantasy VI stream. Because I think today I will basically catch up to where the VODs are on YouTube. So if you love Final Fantasy VI, this is probably it. And then no stream tomorrow, because it's a 2-show day. But then I'll be back Thursday with Chrono Cross. That's the plan. And hopefully Friday also. So we shall see, we shall see. That's what we're up to these days, though. I hope everyone is well. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. He was sitting here being so chill earlier. It was very cute. Hi. He's like not been feeling his wet food lately, so he keeps acting like I haven't fed him all day. He's like, no, more dry food, more dry food. I have nothing to eat. Except he does. He just won't eat it. But that's his problem. Because that's what you get for now. But there's our boy. Okay, this feels a little loud to me. There we go. Okay. This stream is gonna have to be kind of on the short side, so I think we're gonna hop right in. I gotta do a couple errands before I head to the gym and work, so I have like a time I need to leave, and it is. I gotta be done by like 3, is the plan. So let's just jump right in, shall we? And keep chatting along the way. It is time to infiltrate the Empire. Oh, and sneeze. Okay. Let's go. No, this is my breakfast. Stop it. My blueberry waffle protein bar. That's odd. There aren't any cards. Cocoa Pop. Hello. Thank you for saying hi. Still, we shouldn't stand around. Let's go. There's stuff to get here, and you can only get it now, if I remember correctly. 1 p.m. breakfast. Well, I've been awake for all of an hour, I think. Also, you gotta work. Boo! Or nog. One of us has gotta fix our work schedules. And I am beholden to Broadway. Uh-oh, Tara. Uh-oh, Tara. Oh, shoot. What am I doing that's healing them? I'm not paying attention. Fire. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Mog! King Mog! That's what happens when I try to pull up the walkthrough while the battle's going. Oops. King Mogul Mog! It is literally your world, and we're just living in it. We gotta go back outside. Use a tent real fast. Whoops. Oh, look at her little tent. Guess I hadn't seen that one before, actually. Okay, we get to do everybody's favorite part. The cave to the sealed gate. I'm a hero. You need a hero. Hello. How we doing today? We're crushing it, right? We'll say so. I'm good. I have not been up too long. Just make sure everybody is well equipped. Why did we take away Mog's shield? Oh, because it significantly lowers attack. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's interesting. Oh, because I guess he'd be using it two-handed, and that makes it one-handed. I get it. Okay, then no shield for you. No shield for you. How did I end up with 800 mithril shields? How are you, King Moogle Mog? As we come to my favorite part of this game. See, that's not fair, because nothing was even happening yet. Ah! Okay. At least that time it didn't even let me step on it. Come on! Like, on top of everything else. Do not need a flimsy shield if I can hit harder. No, you gotta stop doing Rising Phoenix. That heals them. Ay, ay, ay. I'm great, by the way, just chilling and thought I would say hi. I appreciate that, and I'm glad to hear you are doing well. Okay, we gotta get to here. Go. Here. Go. Not that way. That way lies fake death. Okay. I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, I can't. Wait, I'm confused how I get to where I want to go now. Oh. I gotta get on that one? No, we hate them. Twinkie, good morning. You can't suplex the fossil dragon. No, you're supposed to be curing the fossil. What? Excuse me? Oh, okay. Setzer's random stuff. Okay. No, be a Moogle. Be a Moogle. Okay, I understand. I understand. Fuck. No, where? Here, I think. Yes. Whew. Wait, why did I go here? This doesn't get me anything. Oh, no. How do I get over there? I know I can do it. But how? It's just, we're going through the door. And you have chosen death! Oh, I hate it. Oddish! Just noticed game audio is lower than normal. Can still hear, just not as loud. I can turn it up. Oh, it is a lot lower. I see it. Okay, that should be better. It's so weird to see the effects without the slots. Yeah, we just mega flared. Excuse me? They were like, no more of you and your nonsense. Oh, yeah, Twinkie, but it's super easy to get verified. Would have been cool if I'd remembered to get Setzer up, hey? Oh, my poor baby! Come on, Mog. Yeah, let's check our espers while we're here. Mog, you don't have one. That's nothing. What? That's not nothing. Oh, I gotta push the switches. One churro with a taro pull. I got you. Have you seen me do a taro pull on the stream before, Juan? You have not. Okay, so how it works is you're gonna ask a question, and I always kind of explain. Oh, why am I going over here? I always explain that tarot for me is not a future telling device. It's more about what you can be focusing on in your life in a particular area if you're trying to figure something out in a particular space in your life. So you'll ask a question. I'm going to shuffle the deck. And I will split it, and you will tell me left, center, or right, and then we'll pull out the card. That was rude. That feels like it shouldn't even be allowed. So I will go grab my tarot decks, and you can pick which deck you want to read from. Okay, let me grab my decks. Again? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well, before we do that again, we'll come over here. And I can show you the decks you have to choose from, Juan. These are your deck options. There we go. So you let me know what deck you would like to use, and then and what your question is. From my right, that's over here. This one? It's confusing because it's mirrored. Yes, okay. And then what is your question? There's a particular someone I have on my mind, but I want to know what I should do about them. Okay. Like the best way to move forward in your like how to move forward in whatever your relationship is with this person, and that doesn't necessarily have to mean a romantic relationship, just whatever relationship you have with them. No, it doesn't have to be super specific. Vaguer questions almost kind of work better because they make it possible to give broader answers that may touch on something that you're not expecting to be the answer. Best way to move forward. Okay, sure. And then tell me left, middle, or right. Left. Okay. The card that you got, so this is a nature-based deck, so anything in the deck that would normally have a person is done with animals. The cups are all depicted in this deck with swans. And so this is the Mother of Cups or the Queen of Cups in other decks. So the cups are a suit about emotions, so that makes a lot of sense for the question that you're asking. And this tends to, some people read this as representing a person. If you get a card that is one of the, what is it called? Like the face cards of a regular card deck. But the thing about the Mother of Cups is that it's a card about nurturing. As mothers, kind of stereotypically tend to be or are supposed to be. So I think what we're seeing here with this card is you've come a long way, perhaps already with this person. And the best way to move forward in that case is to continue to nurture the relationship however you have thus far, and kind of listen to what they have to say and how you can best support them, because perhaps support is what they need. An ad popped up. Okay, we'll wait. Now's not the time for maths. Okay, you're back. How much did you hear, Juan? No worries. It's all good. I'm the one running the ads, technically, sort of. Sorry, this is gross. Yeah, so it's about nurturing the relationship. It's about listening to the person. You've come a long way with them to reach this point, and perhaps what they need right now is support. This card is a very supportive one, focusing on their emotional needs and also your own, right? You can't just be the support for someone else and not take care of yourself. But I think that's the gist of it. Does that make some sense? Is that useful? I don't know how much you heard before the ad, if anything. I don't want to repeat stuff you already heard, but I want to make sure you get all of the general idea. You could also kind of peek back at the VOD if you want to re-listen to this whenever. That does make sense. Okay, good. Great. Well, thank you for that pull. I hope that was useful. And now we will try and not die in this game again. Frickin' instant Joker death nonsense. Ay. Jirafa. La jirafa. Okay, do I want to be going up there or down? I think I want to go up first. Let's go this way. Oh, Flavor Blast, thank you for the gifted sub. How long will the rant be for this cake when covered on the podcast? I don't know. It's a tough one. Have I, like, missed that chest back there now? I mean, I can go back to it, but... Oh, no more Meteor Strike, because these are fire guys. Ugh, he's gonna Rising Phoenix them, which is gonna be annoying. Yeah. No! What? This is a mess. Okay, saved up for a new command, and I know there was a specific one we had planned for it, but I forgot what it was. I am doing this poorly, y'all. Oh, wait! Shoot. I meant to go... No, I'm gonna... Yeah, that heals them. I learned this last time. What is my problem? Man, finally doing something. There are homonyms, or they're also heteronyms. There probably are heteronyms. That feels like a thing that probably does exist. I know you're making a joke, but... I mean, I think any two words that don't sound alike are heteronyms, right? Ah, flavor glass. Good point, yes. Son of a bitch, you're right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Holy shit! What the fuck was that? I hate it here. But I'm also stressed that I haven't gotten that chest back there. So, you know, we gotta go get it. Tara learned raise. Hallelujah. Okay, wait. We're just going back here. Because I gotta figure out that other chest. But how? Yeah, you're gonna fall. Ah. No. Yes. Wait. Move. Okay. Ooh. Now is not the time, my friend. Oh shit, I forgot. That okay, well that worked out alright, didn't it? Okay. I'm glad I went back and got it. Mog opening up the earth to send his enemies to hell is my favorite move. Yeah, me too. I love it. I love it. Okay, everybody's learning things still. Good. I don't want to be Setzer. I want to be Mog. But what the heck was that thing that killed everyone? All of us and all of them. No, Death Joker killed all of us. Something different happened that last time, because a bunch of figures showed up. A lot of dramatic things happened, and then all of us died. And all of the enemies died. But that didn't matter, because we died. You were probably thinking of stupid questions at the time. It's possible. Certainly possible. Would you rather spend a day as a cat's tail or a kangaroo tail? Cat tail, because it's likely to be cleaner and spend less time on the ground than a kangaroo tail. No! Alright, thanks, Flavor Blast. As usual, Mog is the MVP. And he learned regen. Oh, yeah, okay. We fight to the ninja. Ah, they're like, here, would you like a tent? Have a tent. You know, I would, because I've been using a lot of magic. Rudy! My second favorite Mog move is him healing the party with Sunbass. It's so cute! Maybe a one earbud in under that kind of day. Got you. This feels like a trap. But it's not. No fighting random ninjas today. Not extra random ninjas. I think the one was enough. Fighting random ninjas is part of a balanced meal. I've fought plenty of random ninjas in my time. We got a finite amount of time today. No! It's really annoying. Okay, that means I haven't done this yet. Amy, hello! Oh, this isn't where the buried stuff is. Okay. Oh, no. I really hate the enemies in this place. Have I mentioned recently? I don't even remember what day it is. Maybe if you tried to talk to the inhabitants of the cave rather than slaughter them, they would not hurt you so much. Where's the use diplomacy button? That's how I operate D&D, but alas, that is not how this game works. Stupid Mysidian rabbit. Maybe introduce capitalism to their local economy and let them deal with each other. I think capitalism already exists in their local economy, unfortunately. No, I was not trying to do that. That's annoying. Because now I can't get up there. I was trying to go around it. Oh wait, this again. I gotta save after I do these this time. Good King Mog, Mog, good King Mog. I'm assuming the only other place you hate more than this one is the Phoenix Cave. I have erased. I remember hating the Phoenix Cave, but I have erased why from my brain. I remember texting Josh, the Phoenix Cave can kick rocks, but I no longer get access. Why? Okay, we're gonna try and be very, very careful I'm hunting treasure chests. That was probably bad. Yeah, I feel like we probably want that there, do we not? I think. It forces you to split into two parties, and most of the enemies there. Oh, yeah, the one where you have to go hold the switches to put down the spikes and do the thingy things. Yep. Hate it. Can't wait to do that again. Hello. Why is my gameplay jerky? What do you mean? Do you mean why am I bad at this game? Animation is choppy. Lost of frames? Nope. Not at all. It could be the mirroring software. I have 0 dropped frames in OBS. So it might be the mirroring software because I'm playing this game from my phone. This is the sealed gate. Oh, what am I doing in a dreadful place like this? We're counting on you, Tara! Tara! Quickly, the gate! Kefka's music is so good, you guys. Come on. Kefka, you followed us here? Just like the Emperor said, give them Terra and they'll open the gate for us. Thank you, Scott. Hello. 5 months. Oh no. Sunday should be FF7 day. Wow, hello.
Children use it. Let the children use it. Let all the children boogie.
5 months. Wow. You've been playing into our hands all along. But I have no business with you. I'm here to open the way to my promised glory. You'd better think again, Kefka. Sunday is the 17th, which means it should be that's my 5-month stream anniversary. And it should be FF7 day. But I don't know if I can stream on Sunday. Oh dear, you want to fight, don't you? This is just dreadful. We have to keep Kefka busy until Terra passes through the gate. Oh! The door is opening! Rave, Terra, rave! Rave, Terra, rave! Espers, heed my call. Just have Spooky Stream. It'll be okay. He can get all the treats that day. Well, I can either do... Every time you say Tara... It's open! It's open! Tara! I've got a bad feeling about this! Something's coming this way! Oh, such frightful energy! Did you get the Ultima weapon in here? No. I don't think I did. Do I miss it? Ah! Tara! The gate! It's going to become a skull! Something is coming this way. It's capitalism! It's to the southwest of the chests with the switch of the chest with the switch inside. Where did the espers go? We'd better head back to the airship. Maybe this time you'll get the Death Gaze Esper and you miss the Ultima weapon. Wah, wah. I mean, can I come back here? It's kind of annoying, but could I come back here? Oh, it says Insanitouch. I thought it said son of a bitch. Oh no. Yes, you can. Okay, so I'll come back here. It's fine. You have a finite amount of time to return. This section becomes the floating continent later. Yeah, that makes sense. What happened? The espers all flew off together. The Imperials ran off too, as if they were afraid of something. Which way did the espers go? Toward the Imperial capital. Vector. We're almost to Vector. Huh? What's that? What's wrong, Tara? I can feel them. They're getting closer. Feel them? You mean... There! A flash! What's that? It couldn't be... The espers? They're coming this way! Tara, watch out! He's on top of her. What was that? Sensor, get down! Espers? Where are they going? They were angry. They were angry? No, you mustn't go. Please don't go. More importantly, why are we shaking? Is it because of the espers? Setzer? I've lost control of the ship! This is excessive. This is why sets are drive. Edgar crashes the ship and no one else wants to try. You'd think crashing would take less time, but they had to make it dramatic. Yeah, exactly. FF6 lives for the drama. Wait, where's the brigand? There. Wait. Kefka is a whole production in themselves. It's true. Okay, back to Vector we go. Dexy with the raid again! Thank you for the raid, Dexy! Scott, the Raiders command has been gone for so long! Can we get a shout out for Dexy, please? We are always on at the same time during the week, and I love it. Hunts, thank you for the follow.
And this was created by a team of 50 people. Shout out to y'all. But Like,
Of course, Hollow
how
Knight.
talented are these people? How can you do all of this?
3 people made Hollow Knight?
They are also coming out with that second game, Silk Song, soon. Hopefully, I am watching with bated
Oh,
breath
backtrack to the cave
for when
now.
there's
Okay.
an actual like release date.
Hello, welcome in. If any of you have not been on a Dexy raid to my stream in the last couple of weeks, there have been many, and I am very grateful. I am Hard Rock Hope. We play a lot of classic RPGs here on the channel. Usually my first playthroughs, although this is technically my second playthrough of Final Fantasy VI, along with the Final Fantasy podcast that I do. Oh no, I don't want to be here. This is bad. This is the bad desert. I don't like it. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Oh god. Oh, I'm very nervous. I have died in this desert many times for that reason, because they turn us all into zombies. I'm spamming the raids, but trying to stop me. Oh, I'm not going to try and stop you. I am very grateful. But yeah, if classic RPGs are your thing, you are in the right place. Let's unzombie our friend here, shall we? Where's my holy water? I have some. There we go. Classic RPGs and delightful humans. It's a good mix. It's true. It is a good mix. The vibes here are pretty good, I think. Okay, we're going back to the cave. Go get the ultimate weapon. We don't hear Coffin Dance so much anymore now that Cheesy has to sleep in the middle of the day. There we go. There's some fun sound redeems available. There's a few in the channel points, and then there's a bunch in the bits redeems, but most of them are free. Most of them are 0 bits. I haven't watched old Final Fantasy in a hot second. It always reminded me of my nightmare game as a kid, the 7th Saga. So I didn't grow up playing video games, which is how I am doing first playthroughs of all these games that I should have played as a child now. Uh-oh, we are doing some stupid things, aren't we? Okay. How do you trigger it? Okay. I am getting kind of good at this part, at least. I say, and now I'm probably gonna fall. To be fair, I think most of us could forget some of these games in order to experience them again. I actually never played Final Fantasy. I love Kingdom Hearts, so I've seen some of the characters, but not enough. You should try some Final Fantasy, Dexy. I have not played Kingdom Hearts since I started playing Final Fantasy, so I'm curious to get back to it and get all of the references that I surely did not get before, because I didn't know anything about Final Fantasy. Oh, we about to lose Locke. Okay. Yeah, bye. Trying to level up Cyan, but he's really just not the best. As we discussed on last week's podcast. Thinking I need a capture card to do some of those, because I have my PS4 to play Kingdom Hearts on, but I haven't played it on stream yet. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what platform you want to use. A capture card is a great investment, I think. I'm mirroring from my phone right now. That's how I'm playing this game. But I use the capture card for all my Switch games. Eventually, I will stream from my PlayStation. But I have not done that since I got the capture card, actually. I don't think. Okay. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Ay, ay, ay. The visuals are unfortunately a bit laggy. Yeah, the mirror software is not the absolute best. But it's free software so that I can play this game from my phone, which is the only way I can play it, because I am a Mac person and these games are not available on Steam for Mac. So this is the only way I know how to do it right now. I've completed. You said you've completed this once? Yes, I have indeed. But this will be my last stream of Final Fantasy VI because it will link me back up with my previous playthrough. The only reason I'm streaming it right now is because I lost some of the VODs. They didn't make it to YouTube before they got deleted on Twitch. So I am filling in my my YouTube playlist, but I should link back up with where I left off before. Yeah, sometimes the graphics are a little laggy, which can be annoying, but... next on the itinerary, Chrono Cross, which I did start last week. I will be streaming Chrono Cross on Thursday and Friday this week, most likely, is the plan. Square Enix was kind enough to give me a copy of that game. Did I hit this Switch last time? I don't think I did. Is that what I missed before? Oh, I bet it is. I should unequip the Burning Claws from Sabin while we're in here, because he just keeps healing things with his counterattacks. Wow, I'm glad I came back, because I missed a bunch of stuff. Okay. Oh, I don't have anything else for him other than another shield. Alright, whatever. It's fine. There we go. It's just hanging out in a chest. That's kind of wild. Did I get everything in here now? Yes. Okay. Let's leave. Oh, I haven't learned teleport yet, but I have a teleport stone. Beautiful thing. Perfect. Alright. Thank you, gang, for helping me. Nope, nope. Make sure I did that when I needed to do that. We're avoiding the scary desert. I just saw the puppet you're climbing, Jim. Wasn't it so cute? Little gay dragon dog. It's so small. Ba 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 ba. The outfit, right? It's so good. Shall we tent? How we doing? No, we're alright. We just need to heal. We can do that. Esper's looking good. Okay. The castle is on fire! Did the Espers do this? No, they couldn't have. I mean, they could have. It was like this when we got here. We didn't do anything, I swear. The Emperor is expecting you. This way, please. What can possibly go wrong? Oh, and this is where we have to go talk to all the soldiers. "24. I don't think I did 24 last time. I lost my will to fight." Frickin' Sid. The Emperor's had a change of heart. The Espers came to save their friends. When they learned that none of them were alive, they ravaged the entire city. Their shrieks of rage will haunt me forever. We're hacking up our weapons for good. The war is over. The power of those Espers. I had no idea. They'll destroy the entire world if we don't do something. We're utterly helpless against them. We must find a way to calm their rage. We should never lust after power. We lack the means to control. Friends, let us speak more over dinner tonight. There are still some soldiers who'd prefer to keep fighting. Please, talk to as many as you can before dinner. Make them understand. You have 4 minutes until dinner. Oh, I hate it. Okay. 1 soldier. To a soldier. 3 soldier. 4 soldier. We're flying. No! You said ignore it. I tried. I didn't know. I thought he'd be on the right. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Go. Talk to the soldiers. I'm trying. Hey, it counts as talking to them. They said get out of my face, but it counts. Okay, stop being where it's so hard for me to reach you. Okay, we're 2/3 of the way there. Poo for peace. Oh, poo on peace, even better. Did I go in this door? Nope. Not the point, but we're here. I want to go over to this side. Because I did not go in this door. Oh, I did go in this door. Okay, wait. Bye. I didn't go in this door. Oh, my 170! Thank you for the resub! Talk to me! Ah! You kind of soldier. Wait, where's this going? Aha! Okay, we're at 20. That's pretty good. Wait a second, was there something in the toilet? Excuse me? Bye, Twinkie. Okay, and then I went up there, so now I need to go outside, maybe? Aw, shit. Scott, can we get a shout out for my 170 if you're here, please? I would do it, but I'm obviously a little occupied. Oh man, I'm only missing 1. I got 23. Oh, who did I miss?
Arkansas. They grow
Arkansas?
soybeans there?
Alright, I got 23. It's pretty damn good.
What?
I typed in Arkansas.
Why is this one Kansas and this one is not Arkansas? America is... I'm gonna clip that. I'm clipping that.
I totally meant to put Kansas, guys.
I'm gonna clip that. That was funny.
A soldier on the roof. Listen, whatever. That evening, a banquet was held with the Emperor. That part was way harder in the SNES version for several reasons. Listen, I don't need games to be harder, okay? I'm alright. I'll sit with the returners if that's alright. Because that's where the empty chair is. At last, we can all be together, sharing a meal at the same table. Let us make a toast. To what shall we raise our glasses? Well then, to our homelands. As you may know, I've imprisoned Kefka for his crime of using poison against Doma. What do you think should be done with him? But every game should be Dark Souls. No thank you! Ugh, I don't believe in the death penalty. I don't believe in jail. But you can't pardon Kefka. Leave him in jail. I see. Well, let's have him stew in his cell for a while, then we can decide what to do. I am truly sorry about what occurred in Doma. No one ever dreamed Kefka would use poison. Apologize again. I'm terribly sorry about what was done. I promise to punish Kefka severely and to work to eradicate poisons from the world. By the way, with regard to General Celis... Kefka was lying. General Celis realized the lunacy of this war long before I did and went over to your side. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? I have to remember the first question I asked. Why did you start the war? I don't believe in jail. I'm an abolitionist. I believe you have to jail killer cops because until you get the people who are running the system out of the system, you can't destroy the system. But other than that, I don't believe in jail. It was all the result of my foolish lust for power. I've come to my senses now. With your permission, I'd like to move on to discussing the Espers. Why do you want peace now? Because I believe that working together is our only hope. Some of my men still do not believe that we should have ended the war. I feel that they might better understand if they could meet you face to face. Okay, let's talk about the Espers. The Empire has been ravaged by the Espers that emerged from the sealed gate. They're just too powerful. If we don't do something, they'll tear the entire world apart. When the Espers came through on their rampage, all of my ambitions faded in an instant. Now I find myself asking why I ever wanted that much power in the first place. Of course, there is no excuse for the atrocities I committed in the name of conquest. By the way, what was that first question you asked me a minute ago? That's right. Anyway, I truly desire peace. I want you to understand that. You must be getting tired. Why don't we take a short break? I'm supposed to do something on this break, right? I think. we'd like to test your strength. Would you be willing to fight us just a couple minutes? Sure. Just as we thought. All right, I swear right here and now that there will be no more fighting. And now I have a favor to ask. After they attacked us, the Espers flew off northward towards Crescent Island. We have no way of knowing when they'll decide to go on another rampage. We need to find them and convince them to set aside their aggression before that happens. But, considering all that the Empire has done to them, I doubt they'll be willing to listen to us. That's why I need Terra's help. Terra is the only one who can bridge the gap between human and Esper. I have Magitech armored transport ship moored in the port of Albrook. I had hoped to send it to Crescent Island with all haste. Would you please go on board? We have to, I think, as I recall. I'll have my top general, and some of his troops accompany you as well. General Leo. I'm General Leo. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Didn't I see that guy in Doma? Oh, right, he was the one with principles. So, that's General Leo, eh? Isn't that Cyan, retainer to the King of Doma? Please forgive me for not being there to stop Kefka. Thou art not at fault for what happened. I'll be waiting for you in Albrook. Please find the Espers and convince them to cease their attacks. If Terra goes, I go. Lock, thank you. The rest of you stay here. I smell a rat. As do I. It's hard to trust the Emperor just like that. We shall remain here and watch for anything out of the ordinary. Thanks. You'll be our eyes and ears. Keep your guard up. Right. You be careful too. I bear a message from the Emperor. Due to your decorum at tonight's banquet and your grace in speaking to our soldiers beforehand, the Emperor has decided upon the following. All Imperial troops will be withdrawn from South Figaro immediately. That's good. In addition, Imperial forces will be withdrawn from the Kingdom of Doma. Nice. We will also unlock the armory at the Imperial Observation Post to the east. You are welcome to any of the weapons and armor within. And this is a personal gift from the Emperor. Another Tintinabulum! I didn't get that last time. Now, if you'll excuse me. I think that means I did a good job. The plan is to leave for Crescent Island from Albrook on a transport ship carrying Magitech armor. We'll keep a close watch on the Empire. You deal with the Espers. Okay, off we go. Making my way downtown. If you speak to all of the soldiers and accumulate enough points during the banquet, you also obtain the charm bangle. Yeah, I just looked at the walkthrough. The only way to do that is like a window of 90 to 93 points. So, and I know I answered one of the questions with not quite enough points. Because I didn't look at the answers beforehand, but I was just a few points off of a perfect score on a thing that I didn't know I was getting points for, so not bad. Oh, where am I going? First of all. Oh, I forgot I'm just the two of them now. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I may not be equipped with things right now. As long as I unlock the armory, I'm fine. Yeah. That's the key, right? Oh, this is bad. Not the enemies! Oh, no! I did the wrong thing. Oh, shit. Fuck. Yeah, okay, that went well. Man, I still gotta do Thamasa? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, equip. Oh, they are equipped. Okay. Oh, she's not. Do Locke or Terra have Blizzara? I don't think so. Not yet. Gold. Change the lights. Where is yellow? There is yellow. Where is it? That's green. There. Oh, it was right there. Ah. It's hard to see because it's like daylight outside, but I can also turn this on and it'll make it more yellow. Worth it? Okay. Oh, there's an item. Where is the item? Got it. Okay, now we gotta go to... Whoops, why am I going up here? Now we're going to Albrook. Great, perfect. Let's go. Actually, let's go to the... We'll just go to the inn. There isn't one. Oh, I was thinking, there isn't one? There's always one. Uh-oh. $300 gil. These inns are getting expensive. You're back. Oh, I've missed an item here. You know what? It doesn't matter because I can't get all the items on this run anyway. So we're just gonna keep going, you know? Oh, that item is right there. Because I couldn't go down here before, that's why. Ah, there you are. Another Imperial General and a man I hired back in town will be accompanying us as well. Let me introduce them. General Celis and Shadow. Friends! Is something the matter? No, it's nothing. We depart tomorrow. In the meantime, I've arranged lodging for you at the inn. Oh, I forgot! It's only gonna cost 1 gil now. Ugh. Celis. Whatever, I've got money, it's okay. It's just annoying. How's my day been? This has been my day. I woke up and I got ready to stream, and now I'm streaming. And I gotta try and finish up in the next half hour, because I gotta run an errand before I go to the gym. Celis. Please, Why won't you talk to me? I know I doubted you, if only for a moment. But we can still be friends, right? Remember that opera we did? Celis. Okay, deja vu. Let's go. Go through the door. Jeez. Get on the boat. Let's go. More resting. Having trouble sleeping? I hear your emotions have returned. It's strange, isn't it? The Empire used me, controlled my very thoughts, and now here I am, cooperating with the same people. People are people. Not everyone in the Empire is like Kefka. So, what about you? I knew that you were being made to suffer through the horrible experiments, because one of your parents was an Esper, yet I did nothing. I'm no better than Kefka. If a human and an Esper can love one another, do you think a human and I could love one another? Of course! But I don't even know what it feels like to love someone. You're still young. Oops. But I want to know now. What is love? Who's there? I thought I'd sleep out under the stars. Did you hear what we were talking about? I didn't mean to listen in. So, I can't help you. Those are answers you'll have to find for yourself. I don't love anyone except Interceptor. Tara? There are people in this world who've chosen to kill their own emotions. Remember that. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Ah. World's greatest treasure hunter reduced to this. Ah. We're almost across an island. When we make landfall, we'll split into two groups. I'll go with Celis. Tara, you go with Locke and Shadow. If you find any clues as to where the Espers may be hiding, report back at once. I love that they're like, yeah, let's put the two Empire generals together rather than split them up. Come on. Oh, look, he's equipped. Hey. Why don't you want to give him the assassin's dagger, which looks like it would definitely be better? What's going on here? Something's not working. Okay. Why won't it let me do that? It's really annoying. Let me sell some of these mithril shields since I have so many of them. Press reset and blow into the cartridge. That might fix it. Uh-huh. Okay. You're not getting in here. Magic? What's that? Not helpful. Boop boop. Boo doo doo. Boo doo doo. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hey. What brings you young folks to CB? An elderly gentleman who has spent his life pursuing the secrets of monsters. Espers, hey? Haven't heard that word in years. So you know about espers? Nope, can't say I do. Don't know a thing, not one thing. Something's fishy here. Grandpa! Hey! Samuel, One World Productions, hello! Thank you for the follow. What do you think you're doing, Missy? In her pictures, she captures everything. Forest, water, light, the very essence of the things she paints. I know, Interceptor's part of the huddle. Grandpa, who are they? Are they friends? Can they use magic too? Shh! What a cute doggy! Back off, he bites. Go back to your room. Why do I have to go to my room? You never let me have any fun. Because I said so. Now shoo! Fine. Interceptor. Oh dear, she seems to have taken a liking to your dog. That child. My apologies. It's fine. He usually doesn't take to other people, though. Anyhow, I'm terribly sorry, but I really don't think I can be of any help to you folks. I see. We're just your ordinary, quiet little village. You're not going to find anyone who knows about these Esper things here, I'm afraid. Not in Thamasa. There's something strange about this place. Let's have a look around the village. Thanks for your time. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful. Interceptor! Bye-bye! Where's the inn? I wish Interceptor went into the fourth bed. You've gotta help, Realm. Something happened to Realm? Yes, she was on fire, and then the flames spread to the neighbor's house, and... oh, I can't even think straight anymore. Please, you have to help her. Shadow. Shadow, stop sleeping. Interceptor, where'd you go? It's fire time. Get out of the way, kid. Flames be gone! Magic is forbidden! Magic? I don't care! Realm's inside! Flames be gone! Flames be gone! Okay, we get it. It's not working. It's no use, the fire's too strong. They were storing an awful lot of flame rods in there. I'm going in! Wait, I'll go with you. Count me in too. I'm not gonna let an old geezer go in there on his own. Who are you calling a geezer? I'm only 70 and fit as a fiddle. Geezer, he says. Quickly! Burning home. The fire's spreading fast. Looks like this house could collapse at any second. We have to hurry and find Realm! Oh, none of them know any ice magic. This sucks. Hello. Hi, Titan. How's your day going? You been working? I gotta finish up here pretty soon. We're gonna do this house and call it a day. Hopefully tonight is the end of Elden Ring. Man, you've been at it for a long time, huh? Oh, is this where I have to do that boss that I hate?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's go. Let's go. We did it, Titan Squad. We got the fire giant down. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, man.
Epitome of Sass, hello! Welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. Oh, gosh, this is ridiculous. Took you like 4 to 5 hours for that boss. Man, I feel you. You know I've been there. Hi, I'm good. I am flying through some Final Fantasy VI right now. I gotta wrap up my stream pretty soon. But I want to get this On Fire house done first. Alright, go, go, go. I actually haven't played a lot of these classics prior to FF7. I hadn't either until recently, but now I've played all the Pixel remasters. Do I have a name I prefer to... Oh, not again! I thought... Oh, and I forgot to get lockup. What is my problem? Okay, hang on. Yeah, you can call me Zed. Zed is my name. You can also call me Hard Rock or Hope. All of those are acceptable. I don't really care. I would love her to learn, to learn some ice magic real soon. Oh! Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay, we're not gonna make that mistake for a third time. Oh, this is where the 2 doors are that I need to go through. Okay. What is he throwing all of a sudden? I don't know what that's about. Okay, wait, hang on, go back. Yeah, I don't do Facebook. I don't do it. Oh good, a flame rod, just what I needed. Does she have, I have an ice brand though, right? Can she use that? Yeah, do that. For right now, that's a better choice. Yeah, not a flame rod. Don't give me that. Okay, let's go. Okay, I want her attacking with her ice brand. Oh, he knows cure. Let him be doing the curing while she's attacking with ice. Yeah, that's the way to do it. It's my favorite boss, aka the boss I hate. Oh, no, it's not. Morph? That would have been funny if that had worked. Trance. Oh, trance! Well, so much for that. Ow. Fuck. No! Ooh! No! Ugh. That's deeply unfortunate.
Not funny!
Oh, funny! Okay.
And then there's Chunky. He's dead. Cheesecake. Chunky's dead. Cheesecake.
Come on. Yeah! That was better, obviously. Now she learns Blizzard. Great. Rome, where are you? Interceptor, absolute king. Oh no, we're too late! How? How? Time to get out of here. I'll use the smoke bomb. Because that makes sense. Are you okay? Yeah, thanks, Grandpa. These folks are the ones you should be thanking. Thank you. I guess our little secret is out now. Everyone in this village can use magic, can't they? So what is this place? This is the village of the Magi. A long, long time ago, humans used magicite to acquire magical powers. Those who gained this ability came to be known as the Magi. I didn't think there were any Magi left in the world. After the War of the Magi, the Espers fled to a new world beyond the sealed gate. They wished to live in peace without fear of their powers being used by others. That left only humans in this world, and the ordinary ones feared the Magi's power. Did you get the treasure? Next to the table in the wall on the left. In Strago's house. No. That fear soon sparked an inquisition. Magi were hunted down and executed. Oh, there were trials, of course, but they were merely for show. Even though the only difference was that they could use magic? Few who managed to escape took up shelter here. They were our ancestors. Our powers have weakened as our Magi blood has thinned, but they remain in some form or another. If you're up to it, do you think you'd be willing to help us? You said you're looking for some Espers, right? Well, I do owe you one for saving Realm. I'll help you find your Espers. I want to go too! I think not, young lady. Fuddy-duddy. But where do we start? If they came in this way, they may be hiding in the mountains to the west. Why there? Those mountains are teeming with magical energy. According to legend, they're a sacred place to the Espers. Perhaps the magic drew them there after they went berserk. It's worth a look. Shadow's like, okay, bye. Hung out for the talk and then peaced out. Okay, got all the things. Alright, so next we are headed to the... Don't get the wrong idea. I just wanted my dog back. I love Shadow. You're leaving? I'll search for the Espers my own way. See ya. Alright, I'm gonna walk us over to that cave, but we are not going in right now. Dragoon Knight, hey! Leaving lurk, I got errands, but hi, hello! I am just about to end the stream anyway, whoops. But I appreciate you stopping by and leaving a lurk for the last little bit here. Nice to see you. Gonna figure out where we're gonna raid out to today. Okay, this is where we will save. So that is our Final Fantasy VI stream. I think that is all for us on Final Fantasy VI. I will have to, I'll double check my VODs on YouTube to see if I've covered everything. I think I have. Here, we're gonna put this music back on. Let's see. Where shall we go? Where shall we go? What are we in the mood for, gang? Somebody else playing Final Fantasy VI? Chrono Cross? Fire Emblem? I think I'm gonna send this to a Chrono Cross stream if I can find somebody fun. You know what? Actually, let's raid over to my friend Mari. I haven't raided to her in a long time. And she is one of my OG streamer friends. So let's go over there and say hi to Mari today. She plays The Sims like 24/7 these days. But she's really fun. Some of you may not have met her yet because I feel like it's been so long since we've been over there. So let's raid Tamari. Thank you all for being here. I'm off tomorrow because of work, but I will see you Thursday and Friday with Chrono Cross. Whoop whoop. I'll see you then, everybody. Bye-bye.